sound effects by Video Copilot. I think you know by now I'm a big fan of Video Copilot, and yes, here that motion pulse sound effect is incredible. Really, they don't pay me for anything, but this is incredible. These sounds they have, man, it's just worth the money. Sure, for sure, guys, really. It seems like a lot of money for sound effects, but yeah, it's going to increase your quality of your videos. And you have like, look at all that folders. You have toolkit, for example, you have bass drops, you have boulders, you have clicks, hydraulic, impacts. You have impacts you don't find in any other sound pack. Stuff like that. That's just amazing. That's so clean. That's so nice. You have water, you have impacts for all kind of different stuff like bass drops, and they all have such a good quality. Yes. That's some good stuff, really. That's some really good stuff. I've been using this sound pack probably on every project, and yeah. So for this one, they also have like this machine sounds and gear up and stuff. Yes, lockdown. I like these ones a lot. Wow. Yeah, these are amazing. So enough of that. For today's video, we are going to use epic swishes and we're going to use power whooshes. So let's start with the power whooshes. Yes, that's exactly what we need. So now let's label the edit UI sounds differently in, let's say, violet. Yes, please. Give me violet. Yes, where are you, my friend? There you are. Let's zoom in. Nice. And now let's add whooshes to smooth things out. Oh no. I cannot do it bigger. No? Okay. So let's get the first whoosh in. Yeah, that's cool. We're just gonna leave it at the beginning. Well, let's move this one a little bit further back and let's use this one for the beginning because this one is a longer whoosh. We need that one here. Well, actually start. Nice. Let's use this whoosh here. Oh, this one is too long. We need a shorter whoosh. That's intense. That's really intense, but like you hear that sound, like this is amazing. Yeah, we need something like that. Yeah. Nice. So yeah, we lower the volume in a bit. So this one could be cool for the ending. Yeah, this is pretty intense. Yeah, that's cool. Let's leave this one here at the end. Nice. That's also pretty cool and pretty deep and not too. So maybe we can use this one here for the we can speed this one up a little bit. So it's going to match the motion of like changing the speed graph. Let's say 140. Let's yeah, duplicate this one, hold Option down, and let's reverse the speed. So you can go to speed duration and reverse the speed. That's nice. What we also could do is if you search for a picture, this one here, pitch shifter, and you apply it, and you can pitch it down. It's like lowering the pitch, which is pretty cool, which you can use also for voice. If you speed up your voice and you use the pitcher, you can make your voice sound normal. Let's move on. Find some more whooshes. Yes, okay, whooshes, I think we're done. Let's move to the swishes. So a whoosh is like a little bit more deep, like whoosh, and a swish is more like it says like a swish. It's like higher. I would say it's higher and faster. You hear that? It's like more like a swish. Yes. So this is going to fit here. Oh well, it's too much. So we have to find that balance between a good swish and not being like too wild. In that case, let's try that whoosh effects I was talking about earlier. So I think they are actually pretty good. Whoosh sound effects. So here we had that option of like, I don't know, downloading the 20 whoosh effects. Where is it? Let's search for 20 whoosh effects. Here. So yeah, let's download them and throw them into clip grab. From the link here, we just need the audio, so MP3 is totally fine. Let's grab this clip and save it to the right folder. And now we just need to throw it into Premiere Pro. It's finished already. Boom. Let's close things up. Let's also work with a YouTube whoosh here. Let's drop them just in here. It's fine. Bam. 3 whooshes, boom, and here we have the whooshes. Yeah, that's cool. I think they're pretty good sounds. Yes, let's use this one for maybe scaling up the timeline. And also we can like use them for dropping the footage. Support that. Yeah, here, for example. Nice. Let's move on. Yes, so now this one could be like scaling up the timeline. Here. Nice. Here we also need a whoosh when we go from right to the left. Yeah, something like that. Nice. Here we could also use a whoosh when the tab closes. So around here. Nice. Good. Here it also opens the tab, so let's use the same one here. Here we definitely need the sound for scrolling. That's too much. That's a little bit wild. We're just scrolling, guys. We're just scrolling. Yeah, maybe this one. Ah, that's too. Yeah, that could be a good scroll. Drag it in. Let's lower it a little bit down, like maybe 80%. We need to fade out. It's like just too abrupt. No, that's too. Yeah, something like that maybe. That's better. Definitely better. And here we need to drop it. So let's add another sound for dropping it. That's cool. Nice. So let's listen to what we've done. So if you put the in and outs here, so in point, you press I, to set the in point here at the beginning, in, and at the end, you set, let's say, at the end, you go to the end, and you set the out point, and now you can activate that loop playback here. So it's going to loop your playback, which makes it easier if you just want to like keep listening to your audio here. Yes. So let's activate it. If you don't see that icon, you can just go to the plus icon here and drag it, like search it here on the top and then drag it down to your settings here. Yes. So make sure this one is checked. And now let's listen to our sound design. Oh, this one is a little bit too early with that selection here. And of course, you can spend hours on that, depending on the length of your clip and the intensity you want to put in to search really the perfect sound effects for that motion, or even create it your own. Of course, you can use a mic or even a mic of your phone and record the sounds realistically. And yeah, it's just like really depending on your what you want to reach, like how many time you want to spend on that sound design. But that's basically it: finding the right moments, finding the right sounds, and make them fit to what's going on. Awesome. I'm totally fine with that. I think it showed you how I'm doing my sound design. I do exactly the same process if I do like car edits, augmented reality edits, or if I have like long form edits, or like even trailers, but they of course come with different sound. Post it on social media like Instagram, TikTok, or Shorts. I recommend using sounds right from the platform, so you can be actually pretty safe about it if it's not a corporate video. If you do corporate videos, I definitely recommend to use licensed music like you have here on Artlist. If you use Artlist, you're 100% safe and you can use all the music here. But if you want to create a reel for yourself, I definitely recommend to browse the Reels tab and see what reels are going viral right now. So let's export the clip first without any music. And at the moment, I'm actually exporting in H.265 because I don't know, if I export in H.264, which I usually do, it just doesn't appear in my photos gallery on the iPhone. I don't know what that problem causes, but yeah, I found out if I export it in H.265, it's working. Don't ask me why, haven't figured it out yet. And I'm usually going for the adaptive high bitrate here, choosing the H.265, render at maximum depth, render at maximum quality, choose the right export folder, which is on my desktop, augmented reality editing. And then we create a folder called export. And let's name it 9x16 augmented reality editing V1. Yes. And let's go down and increase the target bitrate to, let's say, 60 and the quality to the highest, which is the slowest. But yeah, we want that full quality, right? So these are my export settings. I'm just throwing it here onto my computer. And then the next step is just sending it to my phone to post it on social media. So while it's rendering, we can look up some cool reels and yeah. Nice. So this sound's actually going viral, which is pretty nice. And you can go on here onto the sound and you can see here it's trending. So this shows the little arrow here, which is going upwards. Actually, when you open up that sound, a video of mine. So I already created a video with that sound, which actually ranking pretty good here. Nice, good to see. Let's move on. So here I'm actually just browsing sometimes and I'm saving some of the audios. This one's also going pretty viral, I think. Yeah, you can even see it down here at the left arrow. Yeah, audio going viral. So sometimes I'm just, even if it's not fitting my my reel I'm exporting right now, I'm still saving it here on the top right. So you can later go into save sound and yeah, you can see the audios from there. Another option which I usually use is I'm creating a new reel. Let's say we create a new reel for HUDs here because my video is still exporting. It takes another 3 minutes. So I want to really show you the second option. So we create a reel. We go in here and create a new reel. Exactly the same process here. I only exported the sound effects. Now we go onto music, and here in music you can also browse right through a lot of songs and directly apply them. So yeah, here you can also see by the arrow. I think I'm using this overnight. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah. And then if I've added the sound, now we need to go back up here to the music and go to controls and drag our camera audio all the way up and so it's fitting to the music, because otherwise we won't hear our nice sound design. So yes, now we're done. We can see here and here what we have created. And now to finish everything up, you just need to edit a nice thumbnail, which you already have probably learned how to create that, and edit your cover, edit your captions. Yes, and get this masterpiece out to the world. Show your amazing visuals with good sound design. So that's a quick and dirty breakdown how I create my sound design. I hope you have learned a lot today, and now you can, bring your visuals to life using these skills. And that was a good fun for me. I love sound design. Sound design is really important, and do not underestimate a good sound. So that's it for this tutorial, and I'm going to see you in the next one.